Go.
Hi, Warriors. Good turnaround Tuesday to everybody. And we did have a couple of reversals. I'm going to be talking about the silver and the area that we talked about last Friday to buy the pullback. Happened last evening. Silver sharply higher today. Believe it's on its way. I'm going to talk about the Japanese yen and how we're coming out of the hole here, which is part of the yield play. I want to emphasize I'm not looking for a bond crash. This was looking for a correction from that 93 level back to about 89, 88. We're almost there. Maybe the CPI is going to decide the fate for this. But I want to start it off with the yen. So it's starting to come off now, but decent start in the yen. I think there's more left. I think, we eventually will have like this 48, 49 level. I'd be buying pullbacks in the end here. Here you go. Here's the bonds. They don't look so great to me with all the risk off that we've had. Markets down 4%, really hasn't made much hay. So, this is when I said puts could be bought. There was divergence on the 4 hour. We go back to it at the high right here. See this? All right, so now it looks like we're probably getting an ABC. So this was about three handles. So that would take it down to 89, 88 and a half. And if you look at a daily, that could actually be setting up a right shoulder of a head and shoulders bottom formation if we hold this moving average. You see, here's your neckline up here, 94-ish, and here's your left shoulder, here's your head, and an ABC down to 88 might be it. We get through 88, then we're going to new lows, and there are some gaps to fill. I also want to talk about the silver, which is we had diagnosed last week that we were going to buy it into the confluence of the moving averages, a little bit under the 31 level, 32 level, which was a breakout, 3180. That's a daily. So you'll see it better on the four. And you could always go back and play the videos because they're not erased. But last week I said we should be looking for 3180. That silver is a preferred long, even though gold is up $21 and most likely on its way to new highs if we're just going to go there now. Um, the important part was I tweeted that this looked corrective to me, this bounce that we had after the break from almost 93, little ABC, and we're heading down. This is why silver is your preferred long, the gold silver ratio heading lower, and I think sharply lower over the course of the next few months or so. Um, Looking at the dollar, I wouldn't be pressing the short side here in the dollar anymore. We could get a pop, maybe back towards 104. Euro, don't look for it to test the breakout. We're accelerating to the upside, but we are getting some divergence. So if the dollar pops, I think you have to start looking to buy the euro at 107.30 and maybe again at 6.5. But I really sincerely doubt that you're going to have a chance to buy this breakout at 105. But maybe about 38% back from this wave. So, you'll be buying euro much higher. Here's Aussie, and it looks like it's setting up. Here's the wave that we had from 61.8 back that, because of risk off, I didn't take. But I look at it right now, it kind of looks like an ABC formation with higher levels to go. But the main trades I wanted to just give you an update on is what's happening here in yen. That we've been haven't had a confirmed low since Feb 20th, and even that last low. So the probe, take partials and protect. This was the third time in the yen. There were several trades that worked for just scalps. and you have to keep probing the market. This one looks different than the other ones. I think it could have legs, probably with the bonds heading towards 88. Let's just take a look at the 10-year. So the 10-year, so far we have a higher low. Maybe we could get something like this from here. This is the line in the sand for 10-year yields, 433 and a half. So if we're getting through this, then you're looking at 450, 460. So that's the way I see things. S&Ps, I'm looking for, like I've been saying, and have been early looking for some type of rally in the next couple weeks into option expiration would be a kind of a opportune time for people to distribute again. Maybe we get a rally back towards halfway back. I think that's what WD GAN would do. He'd sell a rally to 58.60, so 58 and a half. So maybe into option expiration, we're up here for another wave like this. And in fact, it could be 1.618. So this was almost 600 handles. Okay, it's a huge move, almost 10%, 9.7. NASDAQ worse. So if we have 600 handles here and we get to 58 and a half, 59, and I take 1.618 of this, it then gives me that 4,900 target that I've been talking about before the market topped, that people thought I needed to be taken away. Here's the line, and this was drawn a long time ago. It's coming in around 4,800 now, which was a breakout. Okay. And we never tested the breakout on any of these pullbacks since we had a breakout, right? 4,800 never got there, right? I think we're going to go back down there and check it. And then we'll see. It's got to hold the breakout. And a lot of people don't think we could break this low. They were saying 10% and then new highs. I think the market's going to have to prove itself to me that we're going right to new highs. I think there's been a lot of damage done in the market. And the fact that the bonds could have another wave up after this pullback also tells me to sell this next rally. So that's a wrap. I'll see you in the room. Should have gotten a nice entry on silver at the levels that we talked about on Friday, and I reiterated again yesterday. Silver's a preferred long because of what we have going on, but it went right to these moving averages just enough to, uh, freak out people who bought the 32 breakout, but it never closed under 32. And you know that my targets are for a new high here in silver for a third drive on the weekly. So one more time, I'll show it to you. Here's drive one, here's drive two, and we're on our way towards, I don't know, 36-ish, something like that, 35, 80, 36 for a third drive in silver. So good hunting, everyone. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. See you in the room. Don't forget tomorrow I have Margot Amala with me, and we're going to be talking about the eclipse series that we have coming this month, plus the equinox, plus option expiration. A lot happening the next few weeks into March, towards the end of March. So we could have some inflection points, things reverse from what they've been doing into the eclipse. I think the lunar is Friday. Okay, and then we're going to have the following Friday, the beginning of spring. And then I think the following Friday, we have the annular solar eclipse. So it's going to be interesting to talk to Margot, see what kind of dates she's working with on these eclipses. Have a great day trading, everyone. And I'll see you later on. Check the room for posts, and you're free to post there. It's free for you to be there. No one's going to try and sell you anything. It's sponsored by TradeView Markets. And if you like what we're providing for free, maybe you would consider trading with TradeView since they sponsor this and pay for it so that you could have this service and come in and get actionable ideas and share your work. See everyone tomorrow with Margot. That's going to be 10:30 a.m.